Welcome back to those of you who were here for the first concert, and welcome to those of you who are just arrived. And we get plenty of cookies and candy and all that stuff. Take it home, because I don't want it in my house. Welcome to the Treynor Fine Arts Theater. What a great crowd. Look at this crowd. Remember the old auditorium? Yeah. It's like a distant memory for me. One thing I did want to mention is that the old auditorium is still with us, in that the podium that you see here, the floor of the podium is actually part of the old auditorium stage. So when they got ready to tear it out, I asked Dr. Hawkins to have him please see if they could take a piece and cut it out. And they did that. Sat in my garage for about 6 months. I was trying to figure out how I was going to make it work. And we finally got it done. And we actually had this here last May at our opening concert, but it was such an overwhelming night, I totally forgot to even mention that. But if you want to come up and see it later, it's kind of special to me, because that old auditorium was, when I first came to Treynor in 1988, Reagan was still president at that time. And you have to realize I taught 4 years before in Ponca, Nebraska, which is a great job. But my band room was the stage of an old gymnasium that was about 45 degrees in the winter. I'm exaggerating, but it was always cold. We always wore coats in rehearsal. Didn't have an auditorium and everything like that. So when I interviewed for the job in the early summer of 1988, Tom Vint, who was the principal at that time, took me through the band room first of all, and oh my gosh, a real band room. Holy cow. Orange carpet everywhere. I thought it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. That's fantastic. An office. It was an office. There were practice rooms. Then he took me around the backside to that beautiful orange little 300-seat auditorium, and I thought I had died and gone to heaven. And so that was our home for the next 33 years until we needed a bigger house. And so thanks to you, here we are. And a fantastic theater. Okay. So, we're going to open our concert with one of my very favorite Christmas arrangements. I played this probably 4 times, maybe 5 times over the past 34 years, because it's a great arrangement. This is called A Fanfare Prelude on Joy of the World by James Treynor. Okay, I'll let them catch their breath there for a second. Great arrangement, isn't that fantastic arrangement? Great. All right. Before we go on, I want to recognize a couple of people who just last week auditioned for and successfully auditioned into the Southwest Iowa Bandmasters Association Honor Band. I want to acknowledge Mr. Kyle Beekhuizen. Kyle, stand up. This is Kyle's third year for making an honor band. Also, Mr. David Gann. This is David's sixth consecutive year making an honor band. And I'd also like to acknowledge David for being selected to the 75th Iowa All-State Band. Congratulations, David. This next piece is a really amazing arrangement of it's a piece of music that's become a standard in the concert band literature here in the United States. Chorale and Shaker Dance, based on the old Shaker song Simple Gifts, written in 1848 by Joseph Brackett. We all know how it starts. "'Tis a gift to be simple." And it's a song about slowing down, enjoying life, and not letting the day-to-day hassles of life get you down. So this is called Simple Gifts. Any Monty Python fans out there? And now for something completely different. 76 trombones from the musical The Music Man is a piece that I will be performing in Pasadena on January 1st as a member of the first ever 270-member band directors marching band that will march in the Tournament of Roses parade. It's a very unique group that they're putting together. The uniqueness about it is that the band is essentially the music accompaniment for a float. Because the only way they could get the band in the parade without knocking a high school band out of it was to have a float. And so we are essentially like the recording of a float. We just happen to have 270 people being the soundtrack for this float that will go down the street. That's what they're doing. Anyway, I digress. This piece of music was arranged by a lady by the name of Lisa Galvin, specifically for this band. I'm especially excited because being one of 5 guys from Iowa in this band, the music is written by a native Iowa, Meredith Wilson. So I get to brag about that. Anyway, it's a very difficult piece of music. But we challenge the kids, say, let's give it a shot. So we hope you enjoy this rendition of 76 trombones. Thank you very much. We'll take a very short break and get the choir out here. Don't forget to grab your snacks.